Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are fine and safe. I, Mrs. Arafat, welcome you all in Inset Training number 4. The topic of today's training is use of tools, actually use of free tools for effective virtual studies. Digital tools for classrooms. There are so many. But before that, I want to tell you or discuss with you a few things that in the world we live in right now. Technology is literally everywhere, and the kids adopt it more than anyone else. डेफिनेटली उनका लर्निंग फेज़ होता है तो वो ज़्यादा जल्दी लर्न कर रहे होते हैं अनलाइक टीचर्स स्टूडेंट्स आर बीइंग रेज्ड इन डिजिटल वर्ल्ड नाउ फॉर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ ऑल एजेस इट इज़ एब्सोल्युटली नेचुरल टू यूज़ टेक्नोलॉजी इन एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ देयर लाइव्स आजकल हर बच्चे को इवन आप देख लें न्यू बॉर्न बच्चे मोबाइल को ऐसे यूज़ कर रहे होते हैं जैसे उन्हें किसी ने समझा दिया बिकॉज वो टेक्नोलॉजी उनके टाइम पीरियड में मौजूद है डेफिनेटली हमारे टाइम पीरियड में जो चीज़ें मौजूद थी हम उसके यूज टू थे बट अब हमें ये सारी चीज़ें लर्न करनी पड़ रही हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द चेंज और अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द टाइम. This is why digital tools in the classrooms are becoming more and more crucial. Traditional methods for teaching are already going through a transformation to adapt to the needs of 21st century students and to enhance the professional practices of teachers. The digital future is literally happening now. स्पेशली कोविड-19 ने इस चीज़ को एकदम से बूस्ट दे दिया कि इट इज़ एक्चुअली अ नीड ऑफ टाइम टू लर्न एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड टू नो हाउ the use of technology is important and how to implement it in the classroom or in everywhere in the world. These factors are a priority for every effective teacher and today they can be easily achieved by using digital tools in classroom. इतना मुश्किल नहीं है डेफिनेटली टीचर्स ने काफ़ी सीखा मैं ऐसे बहुत से टीचर्स को जानती हूँ मेरे आसपास मौजूद हैं जिनको स्मार्टफोन का इस्तेमाल भी नहीं आता था बट नाउ दे आर लर्निंग हाउ टू operate Zoom, how to operate Google Classroom. They are using smartphones now. So this is actually that depends on learning. I have selected few innovative digital tools for classroom which foster responsibility, relationships, and respect, and can be used by educators and students. Teachers or fellows, I am not going to share uh, the things which are very new. Most of you are aware of those tools and maybe using them, but as those tools are very effective and basic tools, क्योंकि हमें वर्चुअल स्कूल चलाना है तो वो टूल्स हमारे बेसिक टूल्स हैं उनके बारे में सबको मालूम होना चाहिए ईदर दे टीच इंग्लिश और उर्दू so that is why I'm not going to discuss the tools which we can use further or later on. वो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे और डेफिनेटली हमारा इनसेट ट्रेनिंग भी काफ़ी लंबा हो जाएगा वी आर टाइम बाउंड सो वील डिस्कस फ्यू इन दिस इनसेट ट्रेनिंग एंड डेफिनेटली फर्दर उसके साथ हम कैचअप कर लेंगे आगे जाके इन फ्यूचर. Zoom, the most important one and easiest one as well. Zoom allows you to implement many of the same teaching methods जो कि फ़ेस टू फेस लर्निंग में है. आप बिल्कुल ऐसा फील करते हैं कि स्टूडेंट्स आपके सामने हैं एंड वही सारे मेथड्स आप यूज़ कर रहे होते हैं जो कि फ़ेस टू फेस लर्निंग में क्लासरूम में हम यूज़ करते हैं. सो Zoom कैसे ऑपरेट होता है, ये एप्लीकेशन किस तरह फिजिबल है, आप कैसे इंस्टॉल करते हैं अपने कंप्यूटर में, फॉर दैट आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू अ वीडियो.
Zoom allows you to create virtual conferences that users can join from Chromebooks, laptops, desktops, and their phones if they have the free Zoom app. To set up a conference in Zoom, visit zoom.us, choose sign in with your Google account or create a new one. Choose host a meeting to launch a new meeting right now on the spot instead of scheduling one for the future. Select with video on if you plan to use your webcam. If you only want to screen share, you can choose that option too. First time that you try to launch a Zoom meeting, Zoom will need to install the app on your computer. It will download automatically, usually, and then you can just double click to run it. Once you have Zoom installed like I do, click Open Zoom to start your conference. When you're prompted, choose Join with Computer Audio. You can always mute yourself later. Here is the Zoom interface from my view, and here's what it looks like when there are other participants in the conference. We'll take the tools along the bottom from left to right. You can mute your microphone or your webcam with these buttons. Use invite to get the code and link that allows others to join your meeting. The URL or link is how most people are going to join even on their phones, but the meeting code and password provides another way to get in, so you may choose to copy the whole invitation that has the link and the meeting code and password. Then you can post that where your students or participants will be looking for it. I'll copy and paste it onto my website so you can see what information is included in the invite. Manage participants lets you mute or unmute users, remove them from a conference, and adjust settings like whether you hear a chime when a new participant enters your conference. You can also adjust whether users join with their microphones on or off by default. I don't have any participants here, but if I did and needed to remove one, I just simply hover over their name, which brings up a mute and more button. And if I choose the more button, I have the option to remove them. Click Screen Share to share your screen. It's typically easiest to choose to share your entire screen. I have two of those, so I just need to choose the correct one. The number 1 on my screen up here is courtesy of Zoom, which makes it very easy for me to distinguish between my two monitors. And after screen sharing is started, I can pull up anything I want to on my screen that I want to share with my participants. And the indicator at the top of the screen is letting me know that I am sharing this screen, and this is also where I can stop screen sharing. You can also use the screen share button to share a whiteboard with your participants where you can draw freehand and add text and shapes. Again, choose Stop Share when you want to return to the normal Zoom room. Clicking Chat pulls up the chat panel where you can message all students or use this drop-down menu to send a message to just one person. Similarly, you can send a file to the whole class through chat or share with just one participant. Click File and then your desired destination. I'll choose Google Drive and select the file that is currently set to private to illustrate how Zoom prompts me to adjust the sharing settings right now so that others will be able to view this item. To return to Zoom, click either the Open Zoom message, or at any time you can use the Zoom icon in your apps tray to return to the regular Zoom room if you need to. Next, you can record your meeting if desired. The indicator in the top left lets me know I'm recording, and I can pause as needed. And all users can utilize these reactions icons to provide positive feedback to the presenter or to participant comments. When you're done, choose End Meeting and select End the Meeting for all users. If you recorded your meeting, you'll get this conversion message, and we'll be able to choose where the recording saves. By default, it will save to a folder in your documents called Zoom. Those are the Zoom basics. Let me know if you have any questions.
So before wasting time, we'll move on the other app, which is very important, Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a learning management system that aims to simplify creating, distributing and grading assignments. सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ ये कि सारे एप्लीकेशन आप अगर इंस्टॉल कर लेंगे तो इनके बारे में आप बहुत अच्छे तरीके से तभी जान पाएंगे जब आप खुद यूज़ करेंगे. ये वीडियो जो मैं आपको शो कर रही हूँ ये आपको सिर्फ एक आइडिया देगी. You will learn by using yourself. So let's watch a video. The third one is Prezi. Prezi is a digital software for creating interactive presentations. जैसे कि आप सबको पता है कि वर्चुअल क्लासरूम्स में हम वीडियोस शेयर कर सकते हैं, पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशंस के थ्रू भी हम बच्चों को पढ़ा सकेंगे. तो Prezi provides you a very interactive presentation outlet. आप देख सकते हैं कि उसका आउटलुक कुछ इस तरह का होगा कि जूम इन जूम आउट कर सकेंगे. स्पेशली बीइंग सोशल स्टडीज़ टीचर, आई लाइक द थिंग विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इफ़ेक्टिव फॉर स्टूडेंट्स दैट आप मैप के किसी भी पर्टिकुलर पार्ट को स्पॉट करके उसे जूम इन जूम आउट कर सकते हैं, और वो बहुत ही प्यारा इफेक्ट देते हैं और उससे लर्निंग और बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होती है. डेफिनेटली उसके लिए आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू अ वीडियो.
Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create a presentation using Prezi. So the first thing you want to do is go to Prezi.com, and in the top right corner of their homepage you'll see this Get Started button. You'll go here and you'll see a variety of options, but just go to Basic, and you see this free plan here. You're going to create an account, and once you've done that, you'll have a setup like this. You'll press New Presentation, and then you'll see a variety of templates here. So to the left you have those broken down into categories as well as colors. So say you want to do a sales and business development with this pink color here, those templates will come up. I'm just going to use this one for our demonstration. And the first thing it asks you for is a title. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and then it says who can see this presentation. I'm going to set it public and say anyone on the web. So here we are in the overview, and you have some things already set up that it's just a part of their examples website. So I'm going to zoom into this one. You can see they have their pictures and interpret text. You can easily just right click and delete these out because that's not what you're doing in this presentation. And then you can go into these text box and you can add your own text. You can change the color of the text, the boldness, the size, alignment, font, anything that you want to do, really. And looking at this top bar, you have this insert option I wanted to show you. So you can add other text box, charts, images, audio, video. I'm just going to demonstrate an image though real quick. It automatically takes you into your files. Just going to select this here, and it drops it right into the presentation. You can hold down on it, around. You can use these boxes to expand the size. Whatever your goals are for this presentation, it's up to you how you want to do this. So going back out to overview, I'm going to show you this at the bottom of the right side. You have add topic. Press that and you see it automatically adds a sixth topic to this presentation. And you can move it around, change the size, just edit the picture. And you just go in and edit it as needed. So I go in, and then you also have this add subtopic option. That'll add a smaller subtopic to the side of this main topic. You can do whatever you want with that. Once you've completed your presentation, you can preview it using this present button here at the top of the screen. And it'll show you what it would look like to someone. So it would show you what your presentation would look like to someone viewing it or seeing you present it. And then you have the option of sharing your link, so anybody who shares this link can view your presentation. And then the cool thing about Prezi is it automatically
syncs any changes you make to your presentation, so you can exit the browser at any time and come back to it when the account is going to be here. So you can go to File, My Presentations, and it's going to be in there exactly as you want. You can exit at any time. I'll just leave it as it is and share it. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.
Pixton. Why Pixton makes students write a story when they can draw it for a change? इस टेक्स्ट से आप समझ ही गए होंगे कि है क्या ये एक्चुअली वो पिक्चर वो स्टोरी राइटिंग लिखेंगे नहीं, वो स्टोरी राइटिंग ड्रॉ कर सकेंगे इस पिक्सटन के थ्रू। ये एप्लीकेशन बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है। डिजिटल टूल्स फॉर क्लासरूम लाइक पिक्सटन बूस्ट द चिल्ड्रंस विजुअल थिंकिंग एंड क्रिएटिविटी। और डेफिनेटली एफईए का टास्क है कि उन्होंने स्टूडेंट्स की क्रिएटिविटी को इन्हांस करना है। सो दिस टूल allows little and big students to make comics and storyboards. How it will happen? Let's check a video.
Want to know a great way to get your kids fired up about writing? Pixton EDU is a comic-based writing app for grades 3 and up that works on all devices. Sign in with your Google, Microsoft, or Facebook account. After that, you can begin making your avatar. Avatars are completely customizable. Choose a fabulous hairstyle, add facial features like freckles, change the color of your eyes, pick out some glasses, and then choose a cool outfit. Finish up by striking a pose. You can download your avatar and use it in any of your comics, but the coolest part is coming up. Once your students finish their avatars, you can make a class photo. Adding students to Pixton is super easy. You simply create a class and then provide the students with your class sign-up link. It couldn't be easier. The Pixton shop contains content packs based on popular books, movies, and subjects. Adding them to your account allows your students to make comics using these assets. Packs contain things like backgrounds, outfits, characters, and even special poses and expressions. Making comics in Pixton is super easy. We've conveniently grouped content using hashtags. This comic uses the dinosaur content pack. Start with a background, then add a character. You can even put yourself or other classmates in the comic. Zoom lets you change the perspective in a scene, easily the hardest part to making a good-looking comic. After adding a speech bubble, preset facial expressions and poses finish the look of your character. Here are some great examples of the different types of comics that can be made with Pixton EDU. Bring comics into your classroom and discover the best way to write.
Padlet. Padlet is a digital pinboard that allows participants, students or teacher both, contribute by pinning different images, videos, text files, links, and more. How you can download it? It's a free tool definitely, and how to install it and how to use it? Let's watch a video.
Padlet is a free online virtual bulletin board that allows students to collaborate, reflect, share links, pictures, and information, and more. Here are 10 classroom uses for Padlet. Number 1. Padlet is a great tool for brainstorming and sharing ideas. Students in a class or group can contribute their ideas to one central online location. The brainstorming Padlet can then be saved and revisited later. Number 2. Padlet can also be used to conduct surveys and votes. Using the reactions functionality, teachers can post several options, then have students like or upvote the ones they wish to choose. Number 3. Because Padlet gets updated in real time, it's a great way to collect and communicate class or school announcements. Just share the link with the class or on school social media, and everyone's informed. Number 4. For independent reading, students can use Padlet to highlight quotes, discuss characters, ask questions, review books, and more. Number 5. Padlet allows teachers and students to summarize a topic and present the information in an attractive way using text, photos, graphs, and other learning tools. Number 6. Padlet is a great way to celebrate birthdays and say thank you to guest speakers. Just create and design a Padlet and have students post their well wishes or thank yous. Number 7. If paper graphic organizers have gotten stale, Padlet can liven them up. Main idea and details, Frayer models, Venn diagrams, all can be converted into collaborative Padlets. Number 8. Padlet is a great platform for competitions such as photo contests. Students post photos, and other students evaluate the photos to determine a winner. Number 9. Students and groups can access their own Padlet to collaboratively create paperless multimedia posters that can then be presented to the class. Number 10. Padlet provides an effective platform for students to build portfolios of their work. No need to keep a folder, just post portfolio contents as they are created. There are many more ways to use Padlet. For ideas, check out the Padlet gallery at padlet.com.
Socratic, one of the best tools for assessment. Socrative is one of the digital tools for classroom that will help you to assess your students and get immediate insight of students and how they are learning, if they are learning or not. And you can find ready-made material as well, or you can create your own. So how you are creating your own and how can you find ready-made material? Let's watch a video.
Meet Socratic by Mastery Connect, your tool for fun and effective formative assessment. Socratic enables you to engage and assess students on any device and operating system during class. All the activities visualize student answers in real time and provides detailed reports for afterwards. Directly from your teacher dashboard, you can launch all types of assessments, start a quiz, do a quick question or polling activity, play a fun space race game, or do an out-of-the-door exit ticket. Quick questions are perfect for no-prep activities. As students respond, the teacher can see in real time what the students are thinking, have a discussion of the results, or ask more quick questions. It's your choice. You can create your own assessments or share assessments with your colleagues and other Socratic users around the world. If you'd like, you can tag it with a Common Core or state standard. As students take the quiz, you'll see their graded responses populate your live results table. Each column shows how the whole class is performing on that question. You can see which questions you need to go over with the class or decide how to group students for review based on their results. Run Your Quiz is an exciting space race to create a fun assessment game that students can play in groups or individually. Students love the friendly competition, and you'll still receive the graded report at the end. With Socratic Pro, you can set a countdown timer or upload your own race icon. You can manage multiple live activities simultaneously in 10 different rooms, create a room for each period, divide the class into smaller groups, or even have a homework room. In addition, you can add rosters and have up to 150 students in each room. With Socratic, visualizing
Kahoot, the most common tool used by teachers, is a game based learning platform used as educational technology in schools and other educational institutions. It's a kind of objective based tool, or you can say a game based tool. How you can use it or install it, let's watch.
Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the online quiz game platform Kahoot and how to create your own quiz game. These video clips are from the Kahoot website, but they really are representative of how much students love Kahoot, and it's great for students of all ages. Students use their own devices to interact with the Kahoot. And what they're looking at is a screen with questions and options to answer. This is an example of a Kahoot that I made here. Then the students answer on their own device. The teacher or another student can run the game and can narrate what's happening. And Kahoot in general is just a great blended learning tool because it provides an opportunity for interaction, discussion, and just a lot of fun in the classroom. So let's go ahead and talk about how you find or create a Kahoot to use in your classroom. You want to go to create.kahoot.it, and up here by clicking Discover, you can find Kahoots that other teachers have. So you can just enter a term in the search bar up here, and for example, electricity and magnetism brings up a lot of results here, and you can click on them to find out what also duplicate it if you would just like to make a copy and make changes. So let's go ahead and create a brand new Kahoot, and we'll click on Quiz. And for this particular Kahoot, let's call this Polygons, and you're required to enter the description. I'll just enter a quiz about polygons to keep it short, and I'll just keep this private, and the audience is for school. Now up here you can choose from free images here. I'll click on math and see what I can find. And this looks like a good one for polygons here. And just say, okay, go. And then it's time to add our first question. So first question I'm going to add is, how many sides does a hexagon have? And then I need to enter some options here, at least two. So I'll say 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we do need to indicate the correct answer. So the correct answer is 6 there. And then I'm just going to add the same image there just to keep it interesting. You can look for other ones, and you can also add your own image. Down here, when you enter that question, you can either edit the question or duplicate the question or delete it. I'm going to duplicate this because I'd like a similar question here. And for this one, I'm going to change hexagon here to quadrilateral. And then, of course, I need to change the correct answer there. And look out, because you can choose 2 correct answers here. This one to be 4. And then I'll duplicate one more time. And I'm going to call this one, how many sides does a pentagon have? If I can get my spelling right there. And then, of course, I need to go down and change the correct answer one more time. Hit next. And let's go ahead and save this and take a look at what it looks like. You can do preview right over here, and that way you can see both what the main screen will look like and then also what a student screen will look like. And students go to Kahoot.it and they enter a game pin. That's the first thing they'll see on the screen. They enter the game pin, and then they need to enter a nickname for themselves. They can use either their nickname or their real name or a nickname, and then you can start the game using the main screen. That takes a couple of seconds to fire up, but then they see the first question, and then they see the options there, and they need to enter the correct shape or color on their device. And they will get feedback on how they did on that question. And then it just moves through the questions there, and I'm going to try putting in an incorrect answer so you can see what they see. They get incorrect feedback. And then there is, when there are a lot of players, there's kind of a leaderboard, and they can see how they're doing. Individual students can see how they're doing, what place they're in the game. And then at the end, there's kind of a podium there, and you can see the results. And that's basically how Kahoot works. It's really fun. Highly recommend it. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.
The last application is quite fun. Class Dojo. Class Dojo allows teachers to provide students with feedback in real time, track attendance and students' behavior, connect with parents, and much more. Let's watch a video.
What makes an amazing classroom? Is it having shiny new desks? Is it that fearless classroom pet in the corner? Or maybe it's something you can't see. Maybe it's about the classroom community you build with students, teachers, and parents. In a classroom where students all work together, persevere through challenges, and help each other out along the way, these moments should never go unnoticed. This year, you'll be using Class Dojo to celebrate those moments in class and share them home. You'll each start with your very own monster. And anytime you show an important skill, like working hard or being creative, your teacher can award you a point on Class Dojo. For those extra exciting moments, your teacher can take a photo or video. Best of all, your parents will get to see all the skills you're building and share in your unforgettable classroom moments. So let's get started. What skills do you want to recognize in your classroom?
अब तक हमने जितने भी टूल्स और एप्लीकेशन को डिस्कस किया या वीडियोस देखी वो सब बेसिक टूल्स हैं। यानी कि अगर वर्चुअल क्लास टीचिंग स्टार्ट की जाए तो कम से कम इन बेसिक टूल्स के बारे में नो हाउ होना किसी भी वर्चुअल टीचर के लिए बेहद ज़रूरी है। I think that's it for today. Hope you will all practice and majority of you are already using it. Thanks for your time. Have a good day or good night.